Welcome to the virtual improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating 48 years of dishing out fine comedy improv next year and 5 years going online. It's a short form show today. Let me introduce the cast of the Marvelous Three. Hallie from Iowa, it's her first show. She tells me it's 20 degrees. So if her lips freeze, you know why. And there's Scott in New York.
I told you to vote for Lincoln.
Yes. He was in the Macy's Day Parade, if you saw him. And there's Travis from Denver, Colorado.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our matinee performance of Agatha Christie's. And then there were three.
You didn't realize that that's the way they talk now in Denver. Anyway, we're going to have a great show today. We're going to start with a piece called Back in My Day. And, it's more like old people. Back in my day, we didn't have telephones. Okay, so back in my day, we didn't have computers. So they'll go from computers back to let's find out how they communicated before computers. But let's start off with Travis. Back in my day, we didn't have computers.
Yay! Back in my day, we didn't have computers. All the functions performed by computers today were done by carrier pigeons, which we got at our local hardware store.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have local hardware stores. So, basically, if you were having issues with your computer, you just had to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, and back in my day, the hardware was called rocks.
Yeah, back in my day, we couldn't afford rocks. No, sir. If we wanted to bean another man over the head with something, we had to make do with Beanie Babies that were distributed in local Happy Meals.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have Happy Meals. We had mostly sad meals.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have sad meals because we were able to go to anyone for help to be able to fix our computers.
Back in my day, people didn't come to help you with your computer. People didn't come to help you at all. Instead, if you met someone, the first thing you did was challenge him to fisticuffs, and everyone would go home bloodied and unhappy.
Well, back in my day, we didn't get unhappy because unhappiness was already unhappy, so we didn't know what a state of unhappiness was as compared to a state of happiness.
Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have emotions, so nothing was wrong at all.
Back in my day, we didn't even have the glands used to feel emotions, and we lacked many other salient features of modern biology as well.
Well, back in my day, the glandfish had glands like 100 feet long.
Back in my day, we didn't measure things in feet. We could only afford to measure things in fingertips. It would take us many hours just to measure the length of a single garden hose.
Wow. Okay, well, listen, that's back in my day. I am so confused now of Happy Meals, sad meals, and just all the stuff. But I learned so much from the three of you right there. I did not know they had to do fingers to. That would be hard for. How long was the garden hose, by the way, Travis?
We forgot to write it down. I'll get started again.
We're gonna do a little piece called Repeat Performance, and we just had Thanksgiving. Everybody's with their family. We have a Thanksgiving dinner here where Scott and Travis will start the scene, and Hallie will come into the scene. And why is it called Repeat Performance? Because they're going to repeat the same lines with different emotions. So let's bring Scott and Travis here. I'm going to go offline, off camera here, and this is Repeat Performance at Thanksgiving dinner.
What a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner you prepared, Scott.
Yeah, it was great to have you over, Uncle Travis. For the first time in like a couple of years.
I know. Family like us, we should stay closer. I'm glad to be here. I'm so thankful.
Well, it's kind of difficult when I'm in North Dakota and you're in South Dakota.
Hallie, enter.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was great to see you guys, but I really just cared for the food. The food was amazing.
And cut. Let's do the same scene faster so you remember your lines. Okay, so Hallie, here you go. There we go. Ready and take me off. Action.
Oh my, what a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner you've prepared, Scott.
Yeah, it's so great to have you over, Uncle Travis.
Yeah, family like us, we really stay together, but you know what? I'm so grateful, so thankful to be here. You know it.
Yeah, and I really wish we could keep in touch more and just not every couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing to see you guys, but I really just cared about the food. The food was amazing.
Okay, that was amazing. He almost forgot Uncle Travis's name. Anyway, so now we're going to start again, but let's do it where you're extremely angry because, families at Thanksgiving get very angry, especially after a couple glasses of booze. Ready? Action.
Well, this certainly was a lovely Thanksgiving dinner you prepared, Scott.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Uncle Travis, as usual.
Yes, we should do this more often. I'm so thankful to be here, and we should do it again sometime.
Yeah, well, you go AWOL for 2 years. I mean, and you're in South Dakota, I'm in North Dakota.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing to see you guys, but really I just cared about the food. The food was amazing.
Okay, that was good. All right, let's do it again, but this time let's do it where you're extremely happy. Ready? And action.
Golly.
It's great to see you, Uncle Travis. Great to see you,
Scott.
after a couple of years already.
Oh, you know what? We should do this more.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
was
hard when you're in
amazing to
North
see you guys.
Dakota. I mean, South Dakota, you're in.
I'm so happy I've lost any sense of timing.
Yeah, but I really just cared about the food. The food was amazing.
It was a happy meal.
Okay, well, boy, that was a strange one. Okay, let's do it again, and let's do it where you're like really fearful, scared. Maybe Scott's going to poison you all. Ready? Action.
This was a very
Uncle Travis, don't sneak up on me like that. Damn it. Oh, it's good to see you, but you sneak up on me like that. I haven't seen you in a couple of years.
Well, we should see each other more often. I'm so thankful to be here. Maybe we can do it again some time.
It's hard when I'm in South Dakota and you're in North Dakota.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing to see you guys, but I really just cared about the food. The food was amazing.
And that's a Thanksgiving dinner 2024. All right, let's go on to a piece called Dubbing. So dubbing is where I'm going to be doing the voice of Hallie, and Travis is going to be doing the voice of Scott. And they'll be selling an infomercial, and what they're going to be doing is they're going to sell Super Smart Drink. So the Super Smart Drink, when you drink it, you're going to be smart for at least an hour after you drink it. Then you go back to being just as dumb as you once were. Okay, so let's take Travis and myself off, but you'll hear our voices. Okay, and this is going to be an infomercial with Hallie and Scott as the two hosts. Well, you'll move your mouth, Hallie. Well, I'm so happy that we're selling the Super Smart Drink because I'm not very smart, but when I drink the Super Smart Drink, I know how to do the alphabet backwards, and I knew everything in the encyclopedia. What about you, Scott?
Well, you sure said it, Hallie. I mean, when I first started taking Super Smart Drink, I was so stupid I could barely count my toes. But after just a few swigs of this, I'm a member of my local Mensa chapter, and I've just discovered a new element. Life has turned around for me totally.
Hey, Scott, just to tell him, since we just had the drink before we went on the air, tell him something really smart about archaeology that no one knows about, because I know you're not an archaeologist, but now you know everything.
Well, I'm afraid I could give you a long spiel on processual archaeology as defined by Franz Boas, but I bet none of our viewers would understand it because they haven't purchased this wonder product just yet.
Wow, that really blows my mind that you know that much about stuff. I'm only 15 years old, and I know who was every president of the United States and how old they lived, their wives' names, their children's names, and where they lived and when they got up in the morning.
You're telling me? I think I've already provided a counterproof to Einstein's famous theory of mass energy equivalence. Turns out he forgot to carry the one. Oh man, my life has been great ever since I became a genius.
You know, I know how to make nuclear bombs now since I've done that. I don't have to Google on the internet anymore because I actually am Google now. You can Google my name and I'll know everything. What about you, Scott? What if I Googled you?
Googled me? Well, I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to grasp nearly much of my nature because for every little ping you could get on Google, I have 16,000 neurons firing away. Anything you could possibly record about my existence is only a tiny fraction of the reality that I comprehend thanks to Super Smart Beverage.
You know, Super Smart Beverage is available for you at just $9.99. But Scott, we're going to slash the price of that 16-ounce bottle. What's the price now?
Why, you're going to think the effect is worn off and I've become a moron again. But for the next 5 hours, we're selling it for $6.36.
Oh, wow. And you know what 636 is, Scott? 636 is 6 and 3 plus 6 is 9, which means 15. So originally it was $15, but now it's $6.36. But wait, Scott, I'm dyslexic. It's actually $3.96 now.
After my first sip, I was counting down all the taxi cab numbers, all 15-digit numbers, going on that can express the sum of 2 cubes. But you know what? It's just something you're going to have to experience yourself. So I'm encouraging everybody watching this program, don't be a dummy. Get yourself a case of Super Smart Beverage now.
Scott, it's starting to rub off. I'm beginning to get stupid again. I think we should just take and just sell. Let's pay people to take it. I'm going to pay you $15 to take each bottle. A case is 12. I'm going to send you $180, and I'm going to actually charge myself for shipping.
Well, I am feeling a little woozy myself. Oh, look at that recording thingy. Look at the red light. I want to touch it.
So you can see that we're dumb and dumber now because we drank the smart juice, super smart. What was the name of the juice again, Scott?
I sure love Adam Sandler comedies.
Oh God. I don't even know I can't even say his name. I
wonder what this light switch tastes like.
Well, we're gonna go off the air now because I gotta try and find my brain. And that was Super Smart Juice. The dubbing just goes to show you do need to get Super Smart Juice because you saw what happened to those two. They got pretty stupid. Travis, come on back in. You can be just as stupid as the two of us. The three of us. See, there's only 2 of us. I'm still stupid. Now I know there's 6 of us. Okay. Listen, we're going to do a thing called World's Worst. World's Worst is the world's worst thing you could say. So let's say if you were at a wedding, world's worst thing you could say at a wedding. I do. Okay. So that's the idea. What's the world's worst thing you guys could say at the Xmas parade? So it could have been the Macy's parade, or they have parades everywhere, Christmas parades all over the world. What's the worst thing you could say at a Christmas parade?
Fire! I hate parades.
Oh, where should I throw this banana peel? No one will notice it there.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna run that way.
God, I hate underdog.
I just don't even know what that's supposed to be.
If there were ever a time to flash, now is the time.
Okay, how about a funeral? What's the worst thing you could say at a funeral?
I never liked the son of a bitch anyway.
I am so happy today.
Look, don't call me strange, but does he look like he'd taste pretty good?
I think this is the best day ever.
Yeah, none of us are getting off this rock, huh, guys?
Oh, I brought a get well soon card. That may send kind of the wrong message.
Why are regular people buried 6 feet deep, but lawyers are buried 20 feet deep? Because deep down there's some good in them.
You know, he's not going to take these with him. Maybe I could bring some of these bouquets home for the wife.
Yeah, I don't even want to be here right now. I don't really care.
I never
Okay,
liked the son of a bitch.
What's the worst thing you could say to a judge?
Your Honor, I wish to plead insanity. You're crazy!
Judge, I promise you, he did it.
Your Honor, it's different when they deserve it. Can you cut me some slack here?
So, while they're deliberating, can I try on your bulletproof vest?
Judge, I plead guilty.
Judge, if they convict me and you sentence me, I see problems in your future.
Boo! You call that a ruling? You couldn't judge the Great British Bake Off!
Your Honor, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Your Honor, I'd like to treat this defense attorney as hostile.
Okay, that's for the world's worst. And let's go on to Shakespeare now. They're going to do the style of a Shakespeare play. Scott, you'll be the uncle.
Ooh.
Travis, you'll be the father. Hallie, you'll be the daughter. And the daughter wants to leave home, and she's only 16 years old. So Dad and the uncle are going to try and talk her out of that. Why would you want to leave at 16 years old? Even in Shakespeare's day, that was a young lady. This is our Shakespeare play based on the daughter Hallie wanting to move out.
Ho! Brother Polonius, can you believe the insanity which has plagued my household? This daughter who besieges me with nonsense now seeks to leave mine own household against my wishes.
Yes, and 'tis a rotten world out there, Sir McGilly, and I would worry about her chances out there.
Yea,
Therefore,
and
I
verily.
must go. I must go.
Understand you not that there are 16 different wars going on at this period in time? Europe is a hellhole. Furthermore, there's also plague. Oh, how sharper than the serpent's tooth is an annoying child.
How, pray tell, am I supposed to care about that? I just must get out.
My dear niece, you have your whole life ahead of you. You're fast forwarding when you should be rewinding a bit.
Yes, do speak to the girl. Does she not understand that within these walls all is provided for? We have holes carved into the parapets with which to do our business. We have food that will occasionally not infect us with plague. We have sometimes comical misunderstandings for the benefit of the audience. And yet, this is insufficient for her, it seems. I am at the end of my wits.
Thou does not care. I am going.
Fine
Let me
then,
tell
be
you
gone
something.
from this place. The sight of you only wounds my poor old heart. Be go, and carry with you the shame that you have brought upon this family.
Well, fine. But thou
Fine.
will miss me.
My dear niece, I should forewarn you that you are not old enough to partake in alcoholic beverage, and you will get carded at any pub.
Therefore, why would I even do that? Like, why would I even care?
Well, because water has not yet become healthy to drink. Industrial water treatment hasn't come around yet, and it's just safer to drink ale, frankly.
Why does thou care?
I happen to know, my dear niece, that you have a drinking problem. I'm sorry to spill the proverbial beans to you, my
How, pray tell, did you find out?
I have nothing better to do with my time than snoop around.
How could you do this to me?
I might have just saved your existence.
It matters not. I will not be party to a daughter who has so shamed me. I hereby call for her to be banished. Let her go out to Italy or something and get attacked by roving beagles.
Wait, dear brother, wait, 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 wait. Please, please, let us give her the benefit of a doubt.
Fine. What is the cause of your insanity? Why are you beset with this such?
I know plenty of people at AA that would be love to have her join their meetings.
Hmm.
Very well. I shall place her into an Alcoholics Anonymous convent, as is typical in this sort of play, and I'm sure this will result in some sort of comical misunderstanding in which one of us is in drag. So let it be resolved.
Okay, very good. You know, who knew that they had AA back in Shakespeare's day? You know, and a convent on top of that. I mean, you know, you just learn. You guys are just teaching me so much today that I had no idea. I even learned from the dumb infomercial people. All right. Well, before we move on to the next game, I just want to ask you, Allie, did you draw those pictures behind you there? Are you an artist?
No, it's actually my grandma's paintings.
Wow, your grandma's quite the talent. And let's look behind Travis. You have a picture on your wall. What is the significance of that picture there, Travis? You're muted, so we can't hear you, which might be better for us. But what is the significance of that picture?
It looks like the invisible man over here
Uh-huh,
is dancing with a woman at some nightclub. There's glasses of orange juice on the table.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know, it must be one of those surrealist pieces because I can't make head or tail of it.
Right. And then Scott, I noticed you have.
Yeah, that's a poster of my skull
Oh,
that
that's
I
wonderful.
yeah, and then that's of course the New York Rangers hockey team banner.
So now, what would be the significance of having your skull hung on a wall?
Well, you notice it's pretty close to the hockey banner, right? So in other words, I like violence in hockey.
Oh, so basically you're saying hockey causes concussions, so you wanted to look and see if your brain had any
No, I'm
concussions?
saying as a fan, I like to see skulls crushed regularly.
Wow. It was so much nicer to look at grandma's paintings on the wall than your skull. But, you know, whatever it is, it's okay with us, Scott, okay? What's behind the door there, Scott? If I was to go through
That my kitchen.
yes.
Yeah, that's my kitchen. Can't you see the pots and pans in
Yes,
the
I
back?
can. I can.
Yeah.
Did you clean your kitchen before the show today?
Of course. I keep things spick and span around here.
Travis, I know you don't have a kitchen, do you? You just have that room with the painting.
Well, you know, I've mastered the technique of cooking using dirt, which was very common among the
Really?
Puebloans. Yes, you'd create a little earth oven and you'd start a fire on it, and in a couple thousand years, somebody would dig up the soil
Uh-huh.
and it would be put into a bag. We'd learn everything we could from it, and then someone would probably snort it. I don't know.
And the sad thing about it, this is all true. That's what Travis does for a living. He's an archaeologist, which is why I started having him dub archaeologist stuff to make Scott.
Well, I won't be if
smarter
they
than-
catch me snorting many more earth ovens.
No, I don't think you should be doing that at all. That especially from the North Pole. All right, let's move on to supply the word. So, Hallie, you can go and look at the paintings in your spare time now. Go ahead and. All right, and Scott, yeah, I'm never going to look at you the same with your skull. So, you guys are in search of the golden staff. The golden staff. Now, supply the word is where they'll leave off the nouns or just some word in their sentence, and I will supply words, but these words will not be normal words. They're not going to be words that are going to fit into their logic. Grammatically, they'll fit, but logically, they won't make sense. And they're going to have to justify why I say these weird words. So here we have the two of you looking for the golden staff.
All right, come on, Scott, get up here. We're never going to find the golden staff if we can't even get over these mountains.
Yes, and we had the greatest wait staff ever, and we lost them.
Yes, and our restaurant can't possibly get by if we don't bring back those golden staff members. I mean, just the other day, the temps we hired, they totally failed to bring a customer his
Underwear.
underwear. And what kind of restaurant are we if we can't even give people spare underwear after they've spilled soup on themselves? We'll be laughed out of the industry.
True, true. Uh, Maybe we should start some sort of promotion that promotes
Cockroaches.
cockroaches.
Start promoting cockroaches? Well, I suppose if that's what people want nowadays, if that's what's going to attract the staff, then I guess that's what we should try doing. Perhaps we could try starting
Macrame.
by doing.
Macrame.
Macrame. Macrame is just the thing to attract cockroaches. You know, they feed on refuse as well as macrame. And maybe that could attract them.
You know, they say cockroaches can survive nuclear
Mold.
mold.
Ooh, nuclear mold. That's one of the worst kinds of mold. And that means that the cockroaches we have will be able to survive the stuff we have at the restaurant. So, if we want this plan to work, there's one more thing we're going to need. We're going to need a really big
Tire iron.
tire iron so that we can bludgeon anyone who tries to stop us. I mean, you know, you can't just take the competition for granted in this business.
That is so true. And another thing, I think we need to spruce up our
Waxing backs.
waxing backs.
You know, it's just possible you're right about that. I mean, mine is getting kind of hairy, so a little waxing wouldn't be out of the question. All right, I like this plan. I think we're going to get that golden staff back. And with it, we're finally going to have what we've always dreamed of, a restaurant that appeals to
Centipedes.
centipedes. With those centipedes, we'll finally smash the roaches, we'll form an alliance, and we'll get that golden staff back. And, you know, probably at some point the restaurant will be involved.
And don't forget about the millimeters and the
Pumpkin seeds.
pumpkin seeds.
Oh, pumpkin seeds. This is the best thing about this time of year. And, you know, we can have all we want when we get that restaurant. You know, I'm so glad that it's you with me on this endeavor. We have been such close friends and business partners ever since we met at the
Vinegar highball.
Vinegar Highball, that little bar in Vinegar Town. Oh, man. I got so trashed on vinegar.
Yeah, and I got so trashed I almost
Ate a Siamese cat.
hit a Siamese cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the cat's owner wasn't happy about that at all. I got scratches all over my
Bum bum.
bum, which is what we call it in this region.
Okay,
you know.
let's apply the word. Very good, guys. Well, we've just made you realize that they are very smart individuals. Just don't know how to run a restaurant. So, Hallie, did you do any studying of your paintings, of your grandmother's paintings, while you were off there? What did you do while we were performing that marvelous apply the word piece? What were you doing?
Oh, you know, yeah, I checked them a lot, checked my phone,
Mm-hmm.
just was watching what was going on.
So you were texting your friends while the show was going on? That's so bad, Hallie. I can't. Travis, can you believe that she just did that? She didn't even listen to you guys. She was just texting her friends.
Huh?
Oh, you're not
yeah,
listening to me. Oh, you're texting too?
What?
Oh, okay.
No, of course not.
Scott, you don't have a phone with you, do you?
Well, whenever I send out a text, I get ghosted by pretty much everybody.
I can see. I might start ghosting you. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
'cause
well,
I,
you would have to, no.
now that I know I've seen your skull, that you obviously are a lot smarter than I thought. That that skull really, there's no lesions or anything. You're just a very smart little human.
Then why didn't my friends get back to me ever?
Because they're all dead, Scott. All your friends died.
That's a good point. That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
point.
I think we should do something called Incredible Growing and Shrinking Machine. And this was introduced to me by a professor from Berkeley when I was working at the committee in San Francisco. And what it is you start with one scene, and then someone enters and turns it into another scene, and someone enters and turns it into another scene. And I did it with 25 people. Can you imagine 25 people going all the way up and then 25 people going all the way back to the first scene? Because that's why it's called Incredible Growing and then Shrinking. So what's going to, Hallie, you're going to be an influencer, okay? So you'll be on first, and you'll be doing influencing of whatever you want to be an influencer of. That's your choice. And then Travis, you're going to come in and you're going to be a psychology professor, and you're going to be having a one-on-one with Hallie, your student, for psychology professor. And then Scott, you're going to come in, and it's going to be a neighborhood watch meeting. There's been some break-ins and some vandalism in your neighborhood, and you want to get the neighbors together to discuss that situation. So that will be the first three scenes. So let's say Hallie will do, 45 seconds to a minute. Then Travis will come in and turn it into a 45-second to a minute scene based on professor of psychology and a student. Then a neighborhood watch meeting will come in. That'll be a little longer since it's the last one. Scott will go up to about a minute and a half. And then he'll leave. And when he leaves, now we're late, come back to the psychology meeting, but now it's later in the meeting. It could even be the next month, and he's grading her papers. That's up to Travis to make that decision. Then Hallie will come back, and you'll be ending your influence talk on YouTube or wherever you're on with whatever like and subscribe, and then we'll be over. This is called the Incredible Growing and Shrinking Machine. We'll start with Hallie. Everybody else will go backstage. Go backstage. There you go, Hallie. And influencer action.
Hey, people on the internet. I am so happy that you are here today to watch me unbox this. Now, for a few minutes before we get started, I would just like to say how thankful I am for everything that you've shown me, the love that you've shown me over the past few weeks. I know, it's just been amazing to see how many people are supporting me, and the subscribers keep adding up and the likes keep adding up, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Ach, Himmel. Come in, Haley. Yes, when you first started taking my psychology courses, your grades were very good, and I was impressed. But lately, I have been very disappointed with your performance. You have not even worked on your psychologist accent. I wish to know the reason for this strange occurrence.
Ooh. I've been very distracted lately. I don't know. I've totally been trying my best, but I just can't seem to figure out how to do the work. I might need a little extra help. I don't know. I can't seem to figure it out.
Distraction? This could be the root of many psychological problems, up to and including a dissociative identity taking control of your body when you go into a fugue state. Now, I wish to get to the bottom of this. Tell me about your home life.
Well, I go to bed decent time, so
Go to bed decent time.
Guys, we got predators all over the place. We need to get our act together. We got to do this watch.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. I don't know about this. When I first signed up for the Neighborhood Watch, I thought it was going to be mostly just a club where we talked about watches. I don't know about fighting predators.
oh, I mean, I'm on board for anything, so just tell me what we need to do.
Oh.
Well, we need to get billy clubs. We need to get pepper spray, and we got to take action.
Billy clubs, but I don't know. That guy Billy who owns the club store, I don't think he likes me much. I once accidentally backed into his car and dinged it. I don't know if he's going to want me buying clubs from him anymore.
Well, then I'll buy the damn clubs. The point is we need them, and fast. All right? I mean, our children are in trouble. We got predators all over the place. Now, the police aren't going to defend us. I say we got to do it ourselves.
But, sir, there haven't been any crimes reported in this vicinity for months. Where are all these predators you keep referring to?
Well, you know what? It could be all my imagination. Maybe I should make that appointment with my shrink. I'm going to go home and make that appointment with my shrink. See you guys.
Okay, well, as I was saying, clearly this account of your life at home is indicative of a deranged and depraved mind, and I must recommend you to be committed in an institution now.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm afraid I cannot let you loose to wander the streets like this. We never know if you may be attacking people's French poodles or chopping down trees onto people's homes? You are clearly not in control of your actions, you loony person.
Okay, so actually, I just need to work harder on my grades. I don't think you're thinking the right thing. I really don't think that that's right.
Well, I suppose I could see my way fit to give you one more chance. If not, you will be recommended for psychological experiments, forced to run mazes to find cheese, zapped with the electrical helmet thing. This is your last chance, so you must take it very seriously. You understand?
Yes, okay.
Very well.
Well,
Now, I have another appointment with a neighborhood watchman who occasionally gets delusions and hallucinations. I will see you later.
okay. So, yes, here's the new perfume that I just unboxed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really, like I said at the beginning, I appreciate all the love, and I really hope to keep impressing you guys and keep adding up the subscribers and the likes. So, I just hope that you enjoyed this video and hope that you continue to enjoy my channel. Love you guys. Bye.
And that was the incredible growing and shrinking machine. Okay, come on back in. Our neighborhood watch guy and our psychologist. Lovely accent there. I hope that we don't send Hallie out to do experiments, though, to get the cheese. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a little guessing game. This is our final game, Return Counter. And it's been a fabulous show. Really enjoyed hosting you guys today. They're on every Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They're going to be on every 4 weeks, but we will take a 3-week vacation. So we're going to do 2 more weeks with this team this year, and then we'll do 2 weeks into next year when we come back on the 5th of January. So our next show is going to be January 12th, if you want to follow this team. And so Return Counter is Travis is going to be guessing, okay? I'm going to be running the general store, which has all sorts of stuff in it, and he doesn't know what they're bringing back because he's now going to mute my words. Can you do that now, Travis? And do this when you can't hear me? Okay, he can't hear me anymore. Okay, so Hallie, you'll be coming in first, and you'll be bringing in a Slinky. Okay, Slinky. And then Scott, you'll come in next, and you're going to bring in a flashlight. Okay. Okay. All right, go ahead and turn it back on. Now. Okay, Travis, can you go ahead?
Something
Okay.
about taking pianos?
Yes, yeah, egg and pianos, that's what they're bringing back, yes. So you heard everything, that's correct. But that's not, hopefully you did not hear any of those things. Okay, well, Travis, we appreciate you coming in here. Hallie is going to be returning something. I know that I hired you because I know your father, and no one else would hire you in town because you only had an 8th grade education. We warned you about that. You're a 31-year-old man with an 8th grade education, but you can work in my return department store. It's in the back of the store, so you don't have to actually greet anybody in the front of the store, just the back. So Hallie, she's a 15-year-old. She bought this thing and she doesn't like it, so she wants to return it. So Hallie, can you give them some clues of what you want to return here? You can keep me on camera.
Yes, I am not satisfied with how this thing moves. It's supposed to like stretch and it isn't stretching. I just don't get it.
Well,
So-
I'm sorry that the Slinky isn't working out for you.
Wow, you're smarter than an 8th grade education. Slinky, you got that so fast that, okay, well, Hallie, what are you going to give her in return, Travis? She's got
Here, you can have this wonderful pet beagle that's sitting behind me.
a beagle, yes. So that will not stretch out the same way your Slinky would.
He really loves body. So
and don't
worry if
throw
he
the dog
clings.
down the stairs. Okay, thank you, Hallie. Okay, now we have another person. This is Scott. He is very upset that what you sold him doesn't work here. Let's see this, Scott.
Yeah, this thing isn't doing the trick. It isn't shining enough, light on the subject.
Well, I'm very sorry that our flashlight isn't working out for you,
Oh
sir.
my God! Oh, you did listen to everything. You got in two. The clues were too easy. The clues were way too easy.
Should we have a
And-
do-over?
And yeah, let's do it over again. We have time. Go ahead and tell me so you can't hear. Yeah, go. No, actually, make it so you can't hear me now. Okay, good. Okay, all right, Hallie, you'll be bringing back a leash, a dog leash. And Scott, you'll be bringing back a cane. A cane. Okay. Here we go the second time through. Okay, Hallie, she wants to bring something else back. Something else we sold her that doesn't work. Go ahead, Hallie.
Yeah, also, this thing is not helping me at all. It's supposed to help, and I don't know. I can't even go on a walk anymore if I want to. Well, I mean, I could, but I can't really exercise the thing
Okay,
that I
let's let him
want.
guess. Go ahead, take a guess.
Well, I'm sorry that the seeing eye dog you purchased is not helping you out any.
No, that wasn't it. Okay. Go ahead and give him another clue.
Yeah, my pets can't really walk without it. I mean, if they did, I wouldn't trust them.
I see. Well, I'm afraid that isn't one of our better leashes, so...
That's correct. Leash, as opposed to a leech. Because you can't watch the dog with the leech. Although maybe you could, Travis. Have you ever watched a dog?
This computer charging cord and just tie it around your animal's neck. I'm sure that'll work just as well.
That should work fabulously. Okay, let's bring Scott back in. He's got something else he wants to bring back.
Yeah, I actually was hoping to hit golf balls with this thing, and it doesn't seem to be working that way.
Well, I'm sorry that the golf club you got is not working out for you.
No, that's not it.
It's it was so much cheaper to buy this than a golf club, because I certainly don't need it, for any, I just wanted to hit golf balls with it.
Sure. Well, of course, the foam pool noodle wasn't really intended for that purpose.
I didn't even know they had those.
What I do is I turn it upside down and then I just use it as a putter.
Turn it upside down and use it as a... Well, the shepherd's crook from our Christmas play is one of our top items.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah, it's a little more balancing, a little more of a balancing act than that.
Balancing it. Well, the set of scales can be a difficult item to bring home and then modify in that way.
No, that's not at all. Help me out a little more here.
Yeah, of course, when you use it to hit golf balls, it's kind of ironic actually, because it's like the golf balls. I mean, like it's not solid. It's kind of curvy.
Kind of curvy. The decorative giant candy cane is generally a pretty tough thing to hit golf balls with. I agree.
You said it within the context of that word that you just put out, but you have to separate it out.
The candy cane, which is just normal, it is very difficult to hit golf balls.
Cut that word in half.
The cane. The walking cane.
Yes, the walking cane. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Citizen Kane. He was actually bringing back Orson Welles. Okay. All right. So that's our show. I hope for 3 people, and this was Hallie's first show in Iowa. It's now 21 degrees. It's getting warmer out there because of her amazing performance today. Just heated up the entire area. And Travis, great to have you here. Travis, what are you thankful for since it's Thanksgiving weekend?
I'm thankful that there's a dog keeping my butt warm at this very moment.
That's too much information. I'm going to pretend we didn't hear that. Scott, what are you thankful for other than your brain scan back there?
That they legalized marijuana in New York.
Oh, I don't know if you should be thankful for that, because now the whole place will stink like urine and marijuana, because it already smells like urine out there and trash. Hallie, what are you thankful for?
My school, my friends, and my family.
Oh, see, now that was the right answer, boys. See, when you're 15, you're politically correct. When you become...
she'll learn.
She'll learn that nothing matters but silly, stupid stuff, because we get older. We care. Well, I'm thankful that we had a great show today. I think this was a really good show. And let's introduce the cast. Again, I'm Kent. There's Hallie. her first show. She is in Iowa, and she's 15. And then we have Scott, who's 16. He's in New York.
Yeah. Remember, with Christmas coming, small things often come in big packages.
Scott, don't you usually have a joke for everybody? Do you have a joke that's clean enough that we can say to everybody on? Do you have a joke?
Sure.
Okay, let's hear your joke.
Why was the tomato blushing?
I don't know why.
Because it saw the salad dressing.
All right, that's a good one. You even made Travis laugh. His dog didn't laugh, though. Travis, do you have anything left you want to say today?
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed your turkey side day, you filthy imperialist flea bags.
Wow. He's a very angry person. What's your dog thankful for? Not your butt sitting on it, I'm sure.
Well, he got to eat the head off this shortbread cookie earlier, so I think he's doing pretty good.
So he's a diabetic.
Possibly.
Oh my God! You have a diabetic dog, and you're sitting on his. What part of your bum are you sitting on the dog?
I don't know. He keeps shifting around.
Shifting your bum or the dog?
He's like an eel. He doesn't have any bone.
He's dead. You killed your dog during this show. All right,
Oh,
can you
that's
lift
true.
the dog? Can you lift
He's sure
the dog?
breathing a lot for a dead guy. Fogging me up.
So you have air? You have air in your bum?
Possibly.
Oh, this is
I
getting
don't know. Maybe he's learned to
sicker
breathe
and
out of his
weirder.
ears or something.
Okay, what do you have in your mouth, Scott? What are you doing?
Did you bring enough for class?
Coke, yeah. Coke adds life.
Oh, so now you're doing ads for Coca-Cola during our show?
Man, Coke is it.
Oh, great. Is there anything you want to sell, Hallie, before we go off the line?
I mean, I got some great glass of water here.
Iowa water.
Yeah.
Tastes like corn. Okay. Travis, what's the water in Colorado taste like?
Well, it's tasted like lead since they changed those pipes.
Oh, my God. Oh, this is a sad day for Thanksgiving. Listen, you guys have been great. Wave goodbye. We'll be back on January 12th with this team. January 12th. And you guys stay here so I can talk to you for a second. So long, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving.